Hi again, it's Leslie. It's going to be my second time offering a recorded class for some of my friends and family who've been using the first one. Here's another one to change it up. Okay, we're going to start with a deep breathing exercise today, which is really good for clearing out stagnation in the lungs and promoting healthy lungs, which is something we really need. Especially right now. So this breathing exercise, while I'm close to the camera here, I'll demonstrate just a little bit of how it goes. It's unlikely that if it's your first time doing it, that it's gonna feel like you're doing it right. So don't worry about that. It will come with practice. It's called simply standing deep breathing, pranayama. You'll be interlacing your fingers beneath your chin. I'm still really nervous in front of the camera. I can hardly breathe, but I promise my lungs are still healthy. So when you breathe in, there's a slight constriction or toning at the back of the throat, similar to what we use in Ujjayi breath or warming breath. It should be slightly audible. So when you're inhaling with the knuckles beneath your chin, you'll lift your elbows up and through the throat. It sounds a little bit like this. And on the exhale, you will open your mouth nice and wide, and you'll gently push your head or lift your chin as you push your head back like this. And inhaling again. Exhaling like an H-A ha sound. If you feel like you're kind of pushing too much on your neck, cranking your neck, don't push so far. Just be nice and gentle with your neck. Try to make it a fluid movement. Okay, so we'll start with that. We'll just do one set for time because I'm trying to keep this at an hour. And if I can, I'm going to try to stop the video at a kind of a good place to stop it, because I learned last time that my phone chops a 1 hour session in half. So I'll try to stop it at a better place than balancing on one leg and then resume. Okay, so let's start. Pranayama, deep breathing. For this exercise, you'll be standing with your feet together, toes and heels touching, and a really firm foundation in your legs. So engage your thigh muscles, your hip muscles, even pushing the hips a little bit forward. And the belly stays in while you're breathing, and you'll interlace your fingers beneath your chin. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Focus one point in front of you with your eyes. Empty the lungs to begin with. Start to inhale. For a count of 6 or 6 seconds, and then exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Okay, now as you inhale, head down and elbows lift. Keep breathing in. Hold it at the top. As you exhale, push your hips more forward. Lift the chin, bring the elbows forward and the elbows towards each other. Inhale again, head down slowly. Breath through the throat. Suck your stomach in and lift your chest. Exhale, head back. Elbows lift. Keep your elbows above your chest as you bring them forward. Inhale again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, try to make it smooth. 4, 5, and 6, hold it. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lungs empty. Inhale, fill them up again. Draw the belly in to compress your abdominal wall. As you compress your abdominal wall, you allow more space for your lungs to expand. Exhale, head up. Gently push the head back. Keep exhaling, sound, until the lungs are empty. Inhale, let's do 3 more. Head down, elbows up. Stomach in and legs nice and strong. Exhale, head back for 6 counts. Keep exhaling, even if you feel there's nothing left. Inhale, head down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hold. Exhale for 6, 5, 4. Your back is nice and straight. 5 and 6. Last one, breath in. So as you're doing this exercise, the back is always straight. Only the arms and the head are moving. Okay. Exhale, empty your lungs all the way out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax both arms. Okay. Next, you'll stand, you can stay at the top of your mat as you were. You'll stand with your feet about hip width distance in parallel. Take a deep breath as you reach your arms over the head. Flip your left palm towards the ceiling. With your right hand, take hold of your left wrist. Reach up out of your waistline. Reach over to the right as you push your hips towards the left. Try to square your shoulders forward. Lift your chest. Center your head between the arms. Okay? And then bending the knees a little, step your right foot behind the left and lift a little bit more out of the side waist. You can look to the left side. Take a breath as you reach a little bit further. Exhale as you reach further to the right side. Inhale back to the center. Okay, and then step right foot back. Bend the elbows, the knees, and switch your grip. So this time left hand around right wrist. Reach up and over to the left side. Okay, so you want to feel a big stretching sensation through the right side body. Center the head between the arms. Try to make sure your head is not jutting forward. Bring it back. Okay, and then when you're ready, bend the knees softly. Step left foot behind right foot. Take another breath as you reach up and just gently tugging on the wrist, reach over towards the left side. One last breath in. And one last breath out. Inhale back to center and step back to the center. Release your arms. Okay. We'll bring the hands to the low back. Keep the feet hip width distance parallel. Use the hands to draw down through the tailbone. Lift the chest. Roll your shoulders gently back. Take a deep breath as you lift your gaze, lift your chin. Keeping the knees soft, keeping the chest and the back of the heart lifted, start to look up. Okay. Roll the shoulders back a little bit more. Look back across your ceiling. Okay. Maybe start to walk your hands down the back of the legs, any amount that feels comfortable. Okay. Stay for 2 more breaths. Breath in and breath out. Breath in. And again, I'll exaggerate my breath to remind you to breathe and also to remind me to breathe. I'm needing those reminders these days. Start to walk the hands back up. Reach up over your head. Draw your belly in nice and tight to support your back. Bend your knees a little also to support your back. And then fold all the way forward and down. Okay. Take a moment here to rock the weight forward on your feet. Feel some weight towards the inner edges of the feet as well as the outer edges. Make sure that your feet are about hip width distance so that your pelvis has some space. Draw the belly in and hinge forward from your hip creases, and then take opposite elbows behind the legs. Relax the back of your neck. Gaze between your shins or between your knees. I'm going to stay here for 4 more breaths. Okay, inhale and exhale. See if you can rock the weight a little more forward on your feet. See if you can lift your sitting bones a little higher over your heels. Bring your body closer to your thighs. Soften the shoulders. Lengthen the back of your neck. Last breath in. Last breath out. And then release the elbows. Bring the hands to the floor or to the shins. Come up halfway and lengthen the spine forward. As you exhale with the belly in, bend the knees slightly and fold a little bit deeper. Again, come up halfway to a flat back. Exhale as you fold. And once more, come up halfway with breath in. Exhale, bow over the legs. And then come up again, halfway. Heel toe your big toes to touch and your inner knees to touch. Bend the knees, reach towards the floor with your fingertips and stay low, chair pose. Reach up through the sides of the waist, reach up through the fingertips, and draw the tailbone downward and the lower belly in. Feel that strength. Reach up through the fingers and then bring hands to your heart. We're going to take a twist. Lift your heart towards your thumbs, create some space. As you exhale, twist to your right. Hook your left elbow outside of the right thigh. And as soon as you do this, more than likely the right hip is going to shift back. So you may have to bring your left hip back a little bit to keep your two knees and two hips in line. Press into the fingertips. Roll the right shoulder back. Use your inhale to reach the crown of your head forward. Use your exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Okay. Inhale to come out of the twist. Exhale to dive over your legs. Stay here for an extra breath. Breath in. And breath out. And then come back into chair pose. Squeeze your inner knees, your inner thighs. Sit down and back, reach up. Draw the tailbone down. Again, the low belly in. Hands to your heart. Now lift your heart to thumbs. And then twist over to the left side. Your right elbow to your left thigh. And then palms or fingertips together. I find fingertips more comfortable. You can try to stack your elbows. Again, check that your knees are still in line-ish. And then inhale as you reach through your crown. Exhale to twist. Inhale, come out of the twist. Exhale to fold. Okay. Come up halfway with an inhale. And then plant your hands. You can bend your knees. Want to make sure that the hands are nice and wide, about outer shoulder distance apart. Your index fingers point straight ahead. All of your fingers spread from that place. Okay, so nice wide fingers grip your mat. And then lift your hips again as you step back to downward dog. In this first down dog, feel free to move a little bit, pedal or bend one knee and then the other. Stay connected to your hands. Bending the knees helps to get the back a little bit more straight. Remember to push into the hands and try to wrap the inner or the backs of your arms towards your rib cage, or the sides of your rib cage. Okay. Relax your neck as you gaze between your ankles or between your knees. Okay. And then take 3 more breaths here. Reaching the heels towards the mat just as much as you can so that you feel a nice stretch in the backs of the legs. Let's take 1 more breath in. And 1 more breath out. Okay. And on your next breath in, lift your right leg back and up. Bend your right knee, stack your hip, open it up towards the right side. Roll your right shoulder down to square your shoulders. Continue to lift your right knee. As you exhale, bring your knee to your nose, round in. Inhale, reach back through the heel. On your exhale, bring right knee to right elbow. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, right knee all the way over to the left elbow. Try to touch it. Inhale, bring it back. And then step right foot to right thumb. As lightly as you can. Lower your left knee down. Untuck the toes. And then reach up through your fingertips. Low lunge. Okay. As you bend into the right knee a little bit more, Maintain the strength of your hips, so you're hugging your outer hips in towards the midline. Take another breath, softening the shoulders, but reaching up through the chest. And as you exhale, bring hands to the floor, tuck the back toes, step back to downward dog. Okay. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, ripple the spine forward to a plank pose. You may need to walk your feet back. Round the upper back, reach the heart forward. On your exhale, bend your knees, lower your hips, your belly and thighs all the way down. Untuck the toes, reach the toes back. I've got blocks today, and we might use those a little later on. Take your hands behind your back, clasp your palms together, draw the fronts of your shoulders back, okay, and then bring your big toes to touch. As you roll the shoulders back, look forward, lift your upper body, lift your thighs, and reach your knuckles back towards the heels. Keep the back of your neck long. Try to lift everything just a little bit higher. Breath in, and on the breath out, lower down. Release the hands, place them back underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Push, you can either push up halfway and then all the way, or you can send your hips back to heels, forehead to the floor. Just one breath in a child's pose. And if you're still holding plank, we're going to come back and meet you in downward facing dog. So everybody goes to down dog. Okay. On your next breath in, lift your right leg back and up. Step right foot forward to right thumb. And then simply step left foot to the front of the mat. Fold over the legs. And come up halfway. Exhale as you bow a little bit deeper. Inhale, come up slowly with a little bend in your knees, your belly in, and rise all the way up. Reach up, you can cross the thumbs, draw the tailbone down, lift the chest. Exhale, hands to your heart. On your next breath in, reach the arms wide and up. Draw the belly in, bend the knees, fold, and come up halfway. Step back, downward facing dog, plant your hands, grip your mat. As you breathe in, left leg lift. Okay. Bend the left knee, stack the hip, roll the left shoulder a little further down, square your shoulders. Take a deep breath as you lift your knee higher. On the exhale, bring left knee to left, or left to your nose, not your left nose, just your one nose. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, cross the body to right elbow. Inhale, reach back. And then exhale, step left foot to left thumb. Lower your right knee gently, untuck the toes. And then inhale as you rise and reach up. Bend a little deeper into the left knee. Again, hug the outer hips in for strength. Reach through your fingers, breath in. As you exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, high plank. You're going to hold this high plank, coming forward again, shoulders over the wrists, heels over the toes. 3 breaths this time. If you need to lower down, you can always come down to your forearms. Forearm plank. Good, and then gently lower the knees, lower the hips and belly again. Untuck your toes. Okay. This time reach your arms out wide like airplane wings. Bring your legs together and engage your legs. Take a deep breath as you lift your whole body up off the floor. Reach the heart forward. See if you can lift your bottom ribs, lift your thighs, and then bend the knees, reach back towards your feet. See if you can grab both feet just below the toes, and if you've got them, start to kick the heels away from you. Roll the shoulders back, roll forward onto your belly a little bit more. Stay for another breath as you lift your chest. And then slowly lower down. Release your legs. Place your hands beneath your shoulders. Windshield wipe your legs side to side. And then once again, you can either push back to a child's pose, or hug your elbows in, tuck your toes, engage the legs, push up halfway first, and then push up all the way to plank. Exhale back to downward dog. And we'll hold this downward dog 3 breaths. And that's mostly for my benefit. I'm really feeling, a little anxiety this morning. So take a deeper breath on this next one. And really, really sigh it out. And on your next breath, left leg lift. And then step left foot forward to left thumb. Step right foot forward to the left and fold. Come up halfway with inhale. Exhale, bow a little bit deeper. Inhale as you rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands back to heart. And release your arms. Okay. On your next breath, with grounded feet, strong legs, reach up through the fingers. Draw the belly in, exhale as you fold forward. And come up halfway. And then step back, downward dog. Okay. Good. From downward dog, come forward to a high plank, start of a push-up. We're going to come down to the right forearm. And I'd like you to have your forearm at an angle. So the hand comes to the middle front of your mat. Lower the elbow towards the outer edge of your mat. Okay. And then roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. You can use your left fingertips for support or reach your left arm up. You can either stack your feet, lift your hips, or you can place your left foot in front of you. Again, lift your hips. Now with your bottom arm, be sure to push the earth away from you. Stay for one more inhale. On the exhale, bring your right hand back to the mat. Come back to plank pose. Okay. Come back to a high plank. Our start of a push-up. And rock forward on the toes, hug the elbows in and lower down halfway. Okay. Or all the way. You can take either cobra or upward dog. In upward dog, your hips stay off the floor. As you exhale, roll over the toes, lift from your belly, back to downward dog. Pause in this down dog, gripping with your hands, 3 more breaths. Your last breath in, last breath out. And on this next breath, right leg lifts. Okay, step right foot to right thumb. Gently lower the left knee down. Okay. We're going to come down to the left elbow, and just like you did in your side plank, your forearm plank, you'll bring the hand towards the center of the mat, elbow towards the left edge. Okay. Now with your right hand, reach back, lunge the hips forward, bend the left knee, and reach towards your left foot. Actually, it may be easier to grab the foot if you shift your hips back a little bit first. Once you've got the foot, lunge forward. Okay. With your right hand, you're gently pulling the left heel towards your left buttock. Any amount at all. Definitely don't overdo. We're just trying to feel a nice stretch in the left thigh. Pause for 3 more breaths. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then release your left foot down, your right hand down. Okay. And then drag the right hip back as you straighten the right leg. Okay. As you inhale, come forward. And then exhale, bring the right hip back again, flex the right foot. Inhale, come forward. Once more, drag the right hip back. Dig in with your heel, lift your chest, and fold over the leg. 2 breaths. And then lift your chest, rock forward towards the right foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step forward and fold. Okay, come up halfway with an inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Draw the belly in and come all the way back up with a big breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay. I'm going to pause or stop this first video.